I'm currently finishing packing my room because yesterday there was a lot of shit going on. It is now Saturday. Last time you see me, it was Thursday. My room is clean. I'm supposed to take my pole down, but I'm not. This is my dungeon. She's a little messy. The dresser's messy. I don't care about that. Bed is made. Okay. That keeps unrolling, so she's just gonna stay like that. Canopy, slippers, me, laundry I'll do when I return. Don't worry about me. Some wings I made for Halloween. Signature kitty poster. My little vanity. Can't be giving away the goods over there. My homegirls. Love them down. I met this lovely girl. She was a freshman. I met her at our Winterfest. Now, I'm about to go water my plants. My babies are over here begging for water. I literally wanted to water them last. I wanted them to be the last thing that I do when I leave, besides my dishes, because I'm gonna be gone for almost 2 weeks and they need water every 9 days. But my babies are really resilient. They've been through a lot. They've been through it. Their mother done been through it. So I have faith that they'll be fine while I'm away. Right, look at her. This is 7. This is the baby. This is the baby. Say hello. Silver's back there. But while I water my plants, I figured, like, why not give y'all a little story time of how I got into pole. I'm not an actual dancer. I just do it for fun and because I can. But I'm friends with a lot of dancers and I love my girls and I love learning from them. And I think it's a really good creative way for me personally to express myself and tap into my sensuality. And I used to have a really bad fear of perception, but I don't give a fuck. Do you give a fuck? Because you shouldn't give a fuck, because it's my life. Mind you, where's the camera? Okay. Anyway, story time of how I got into pole. So originally, I started when I moved to North Carolina, 2023. I got into like area yoga. Let me water my baby while I talk to you. I got into area yoga, and I took a few classes there, and then I posted a few videos. I already had a friend who was into pole, but I was like, I would be on her pole, but I was so scared to like post my videos and stuff because I'm like, my family's gonna see this, like, I don't know. But it's like I would be poling fully clothed, like I wouldn't be naked or anything. So it was like, it was just the stigma around it, I guess. So I learned a lot of stuff from her. And basically, after I came back to Buffalo, I put a pole in my dorm room, as you probably saw. That's probably how you got here, right? Yeah, I put a pole in my dorm room. My friend put it up for me. And I went from there. I used to be scared to post my little videos, but at that point, I didn't have any followers on TikTok, so I'm literally posting for myself, okay? As like my little spam. So I post on my name, and then all of a sudden my videos started to get like views. One of my videos literally blew up to the point where it got like 1.2 million views, and I was like fake baby overwhelmed because I'm like, why are y'all watching me? The comments really were like kind of not like feed my ego, but like it was feeding my ego, and I'm like, you know what? I can actually do that. I am raw as hell. And it was like I learned so fast, so quick. I literally just watch it. I already have the strength from when I was younger. Like I'm just naturally toned. I do yoga, I do Pilates, like just get in the gym. That's all I can say. Like it just came. I've been diesel all my life. But yeah, that's basically how I started. And then I started to go to like pole studios to actually learn. And then I went to a few classes. I got my first check from TikTok in May. When I joined the Creator Fund. And then from there, I went to New York for a month, stayed with my cousin, and then we took a class out there, and then I met this really lovely lady, and she was so nice, and I have her on Instagram still. She taught me a lot of stuff. From there, after I posted my little New Year content, I was really just consistent, and I seen like my first check was like $600, and I'm like, whoa, I can get paid for my creativity. I can be paid to exist and just live in my duality. But I had to overcome that fear of perception, because it's like the more I posted, the more negative feedback I was getting. And then I was also getting like positive, reassuring feedback. But it's like, I don't really give a fuck about the negatives. You're mad because you can't do it. Get like me. I literally get paid to exist. And I'm so blessed and I'm so grateful for that, because literally TikTok saved me. We'll get into that another day. So we left off in May. Came back home in June. I found another pole studio, and I was going to their open pole. And then, well, before I went to the studio, I reached out to them. Well, I went there once, and then my second time I reached out to them, like, in their DMs, and I'm just like, hey, I reached out to a couple studios, and I'm like, hey, I'm interested in teaching or like some kind of mentorship. If you would be open to it, like, that would be great. Nobody got back to me, but I still went to open pole, and the owner was there one day, and she's like, I seen your DM. And basically I was just expressing to her, like, I've never taught before, but I'm willing to learn whatever I have to learn to teach. So let me tell you how God is so amazing. Okay, she's like, well, I'll have a spot opening in September for me to teach. So this is like June. I'm telling her like all my ideas. She's like, that is amazing, I want you. Yes. She's telling me I'll be teaching intermediate and advanced, and I'm just like, wait, girl, what? Are you serious? Are you serious? Mind you, all of this happened because I went to open pole and I DM'd her, and apparently divine timing is always on God's time. On open pole and stuff, I asked her, like, I was just telling her, like, one of my ideas, like, I do yoga, like, I'm an instructor, and I really wanted to, like, host it in the park, but also I feel like I was trying to buy one of, like, the big stage expos. And I've been looking for one, and I'm telling her, like, yeah, like, they're so expensive. You know what she says to me? I have one. I have one. So now I'm set up to the position where I can teach my yoga in the park. I can teach my pole in the park. And this is all setting me up to get ready to teach in September. Are you staying with me? God is so amazing. God is so amazing. If you don't believe he will do it, he will do it. And God is good. All the time. And all the time, God is good. And if you didn't say all the time, then you're going straight to him. Straight to it. But yeah, fast forward, September came. I was nervous as fuck to teach. I was still practicing every day. My first term, like my first session, the first 8 weeks, I kind of did give away my power a bit, because I was so like indecisive, and I didn't really feel like sure of myself. But this session, I love my girls. I love my girls from both sessions, and they came back. My girls from the first 8 weeks, they literally keep coming back, and I just feel like after, like, every class gets better every time, and the feedback that they give me, they're like, Shy, we love your class, it's so amazing. And I'm just like, really? Because I get up and I make a lesson plan, and I'm like, what should I teach them today? Like, and I'm always so focused on what they want to learn. They literally want to pick my brain. Like, I keep having to forget that I'm the blueprint. Like, I'm the blueprint. You're the blueprint, I'm the blueprint. It doesn't matter what you think anyone else wants to know. It literally doesn't, because they just want to know what you know, okay? They want to learn my flow. They want to learn how I can transition from X to from point A to point B to C, and end up at fucking E. They want to get there, and I'm getting my girls there, and I love them down so bad. But yeah, that's really how I'm self-taught, truthfully. Like, I don't know. Put a pole in my dorm room. I faced the stigma and the backlash. Did I give a fuck at first? I kept going though, so I didn't really give a fuck. It was more so internal, like, I'm fighting myself. Like, I kind of stopped posting for a while, and then I like pop back up. But me doing that, I was seeing like inconsistencies with like my views and stuff. So after, I'm like, you know what, why the fuck would I let the next bitch fuck up my check because I give a fuck about what she say, when I'm literally getting paid to post my art, my creative expression, who I am. This is how I make myself feel better. I get up on the pole when I had a rough day. I get up on the pole and I spin that shit out. And by the time I get down, I don't even remember what the fuck I was mad about. I really don't. Oh, and then I was still taking lyric classes over the summer too. That's like the hoop. I was taking classes. Unfortunately, I had to stop because the studio that I was going to, they closed. One of the owners like passed away, and like that was so crazy to me because like every time I would go to their open gym, it would always be her, and we would always have great conversations. She was literally so amazing. I would have like 50 million questions, and I would be so scared to ask, and she'd just be like, just ask me. And I'm like, okay. Like, I felt so safe there. I felt so seen. And genuinely, I'm just ready to create. I really just want to curate this, like a similar space to what they have, but with my own twist. And that's coming soon. I'm not even worried about it. But yeah, that's literally the question I get asked the most. How am I self-taught? Why did I get into pole? I'm not a dancer, but I'm a dancer. I'm an internet dancer. I dance for me and my pleasures, and you just enjoy watching me because I'm amazing, right? I'm just kidding. No, but for real though. But for real, really that. And this one is silver, okay? She is my main plant. I made 4 of her from this one right here. And she's still growing. But this is my favorite baby. This is my first baby. I made 7 from silver after I repotted her. Because she was outgrowing. And mind you, the pot that she's in right now is the pot. Yes, this is the pot. But this is my Monstera Deliciosa. She's so beautiful. Give her kisses. Yeah. I love being a plant mom. I feel like over the last year, there has been so many changes in my life that I haven't even been able, they just smack the shit out of me, that I haven't even been able to like really grasp. I've been experiencing so many different blessings, and I feel like sometimes I'm always focused on what I don't have, to the point where it's like, okay now, you literally have so much. I have so much, and I'm so grateful to be able to wake up and do what I do. I'm so grateful to be able to wake up and move my body. I'm so grateful to be able to wake up and be able to water my plants. I'm so grateful for my plants, for cleaning the air that I breathe, for being in my space, for being so resilient with me. Even when I can't be there, even when I'm not taking the greatest care of them, like they literally are so resilient. I just have to thank God for waking me up every morning, for allowing me to be in the position that I'm in, even though I didn't even see this coming. Like, I didn't see. How can you see anything coming? Let's say I found Michaela on when I found her name was Pretty Boy XO, and she's a dancer, a curator. She's literally amazing. I was watching her videos and I'm like, she's just so amazing. Like when I first started, I learned a lot of like her flows and like her tutorials that she would post and stuff. So like when I do my floor work and stuff, it's very similar to that because it's like those are the first moves that I really learned how to do. So that's like my core memory at this point. But I feel like at the stage that I am now, like I don't really know. Like I know what I want to do, but like I'm still figuring it out. I want to start doing like online classes, tutorials. I need to like expand, but we'll get there. We'll get there. I'm finally coming off of autopilot, so I actually have time to freaking put my ideas down and put them to work. So these next 2-3 weeks, I plan to get a little bit more organized now that I don't have to put my sole focus on school and then the studio. Like I have 2 weeks off from the studio, so I really just want to like take that and like soak up all my stuff and be a sponge, so that way when I start, like I'm coming straight out the gate.